There's congratulations to you, Declan. I'm not sure if you heard the guys there just talking about how emphatic it was in the end and how important it was to make such a statement. Did you feel that?
Yeah, for sure. I think the scoreline in the end, 5-1, is an unbelievable score. I think from the moment we stepped out on that pitch today, we had that fire in our belly. We really wanted to win the game, obviously, from what happened at the Etihad at the start of the season. We really wanted to go out there and amend that, and I think we did. But up until they scored the goal, I thought it was an even game, to be honest. I thought they still posed a really good threat. They had a lot of the ball. We had to sit deep at times, and Man City, look, we won 5-1, but they're still a top side and they can still punish teams. And when it went 1-1, you maybe think that the momentum might shift, but you know, in the end, then we kept pushing and we won the ball off another high press, got the goal of Thomas, and then from that moment we kept to push on, and in the end to win 5-1 was top. But I thought it was a really tough game. Well, I felt that out there anyway.
Just regarding the feeling amongst your group going into the game, Declan, how much did you talk about the first game and the bad blood that was obviously there between the two teams?
Yeah, look, I think this is a thing that's been building up over a certain amount of time. Obviously, they nicked the title off Arsenal the year. Obviously, I wasn't here, and then last year they beat us to the title. So it's been hard to accept that. And then obviously with the Etihad at the start of the season and everything that went on there, you do kind of have that, like I said, that fire in your stomach to want to come out here today at your home stadium and try amend that. And you know, in the end we did, and we're so happy. The boys are buzzing in there, but there's still such a long way to go. Obviously we've beat them today. We now go on to Wednesday, which is massive, and we've got to keep pushing because we're still a couple of points off the top, and that's where we want to be. So yeah, we've got to keep going.
Declan, you were man of the match today, and a couple of assists, a pre-assist as well, I think, on the first goal, and that's something that you've been questioned for since you've come to Arsenal. So how pleased were you with how it went for you personally today? Yeah,
so happy. Obviously helpful on the first one. I think Kai, I won the tackle on the second one. He could have scored, and then to obviously get the two in the second half, especially the last one. Don't think a lot of people think I've got that in my locker, but I see that 5 seconds before and knew I was going to play that pass out to Ethan before Gabby even sent me the ball. So to get 2 assists was really, really big. I need to keep adding assists and goals to my game, especially if I'm going to keep playing the number 8 position. It obviously gets spoken about a lot, but it's something I'm putting the demands on myself much more. So as long as I can keep helping the team, I'm feeling way better in myself than I did at the start of the season. So just got to keep going and helping this club, you know, try and achieve silverware, which is why I'm here and why everyone else is here.
Declan, this is Thierry. Well done for the win. I wanted to ask you something. We were talking to obviously Martin Odegaard before and Kai Havertz, and people were praising on how they were pressing, obviously. But how is it to play right behind them, and also with the work that the wingers are doing on the side for you? I'm sure it's easier to be able to concentrate on staying in the middle and not going too wide, because you know the pressing is on point on the side.
You're spot on. I think, honestly, the manager gives us absolutely everything tactically, right down to the last thing you could even imagine. Like, we're the only ones that have to go out there and do that. You know, the press is all set up from him, and how we play and how we press and everything. So for me, I know my role. I knew who I had to mark. I knew how I could press and win the ball back today. And like you said, I think Martin and Kai, they go under the radar, especially Martin, just because people think he's a luxury player, and you know, he's there to get on the ball and play. His pressing and the way he gets after the ball and sets the team off is outstanding, and especially Kai as well. I'm so happy for him. There's obviously so much talk around him, but what he offers us as a team is unbelievable. And you know, these guys are top, and you know, we're all top, but we have to keep going. You know, we need to keep pushing, and let's see where the season can go. But today was a really good day, and it's been one of the best days since I've been at Arsenal. So yeah, let's keep pushing.
Thank you.
Declan, you were involved in the title race last season, your first experience of that. You just come short with Manchester City. Is there anything you may be going about differently in terms of maybe, with it being Liverpool this season, you know, looking at each other's results? Is there something that you've learned from last year's experience that you can use to your benefit this season?
Well, do you know what? Liverpool are still quite far in front, especially with the game in hand, and with them winning obviously yesterday. You know that, well, we know going into the game that we have to win these games. It's more disappointing, Cara, that it's the games like the Villas where we're 2-0 up and we drop them type of points, the Brightons away where we're winning, where we could be up there closer to Liverpool. But look, like the manager says every time, you know, we'll be there, we'll keep pushing, and we do need other teams to help us. But Liverpool, credit to them, you know, they've been really, really good so far. They've got top players, and it's down to us to hunt them. They've got themselves in this position. So look, there's respect to them, but we obviously know the goal that we want, and then that's to hunt them down and obviously to win the Premier League. That's what we want to do. Still a long way to go. Still so many games to play, but we need to stay positive and keep taking each game as it comes, and I'm sure we'll be fine.
I love your message, Declan. You want to hunt them down. I tell you what, that performance, that result has got Jamie twitchy anyway in here. That's the good news. That's the good news. But listen, you were Gary Neville's player of the match.
Oh,
that was backed by everybody in this studio as well, I have to say, Declan. And there is the trophy. Congratulations on a great performance.
Have a good day.
Well done.
Thank you. See you later.